Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Toronto, Canada, and welcome to Survivor Series War Games. We have a spectacular night set out for you guys here tonight. We have two World Championship matches, both the men's and women's Intercontinental Championship as well. And then we got the whole reason why this is Survivor Series War Games. Team Seth Rollins, Team CM Punk, set to go at it face to face, War Game style, War Game rules. That's going to go ahead and happen all here tonight. Of course, tomorrow, we begin the Last Time Is Now, John Cena's final opponent tournament. But that's to come tomorrow night. For now, we are going to go ahead and open up with a spectacular World Championship match. The challenger, Jade Cargill, faces off against the champion, Bianca Belair, former friends, now enemies, for the Women's WWE Championship. As Jade Cargill here truly believes it is her time to become champion. And I say that not only because of the promo she said, not only because she was next in line. No. I personally got the opportunity to go ahead and interview Jade Cargill, and we talked for actually about 3 hours. And an incredible person as she is, she may not show it when it comes to the business, because in this business it's about two things: checks and championships. And when she's focused on those, she cuts everything else out. But nevertheless, we had a nice little bit of brunch. We talked for about 3 hours, and the main theme she had overall the whole time was that her time is now. Bianca Belair, sure, you were able to beat the person which many greats were not able to beat, and Tiffany Stratton. The likes of Charlotte Flair failed. The likes of Jade Cargill herself failed. Nia Jax failed, so on and so forth. But here tonight, it's not about who Bianca Belair has beaten, who Jade Cargill has beaten, or who either of them have lost to. It is about Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill, not any previous editions, but about tonight. Jade Cargill isn't worried about the future. She isn't worried about the past. She is living in the present and ready to become the new Women's WWE Champion. That is a theme that she was very clearly trying to make a statement out of. And here tonight, I am very excited and very interested to see if Jade Cargill can go ahead and live up to those words, live up to those expectations that she herself has set up, well, for herself. Then again, cannot underestimate Bianca Belair, multiple-time world champion, former women's tag team champion as well. Bianca Belair has been within this industry for years. She has that experience. She knows her way around, right? She should not be taken lightly one bit. She's a 4-time world champion. Very, very great superstar. Definitely future Hall of Famer Bianca Belair. Again, should not be taken lightly one bit. She is someone who can make something out of nothing. So do not underestimate her. We'll go ahead and see how things go, though, as here tonight, opening up, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, the Women's WWE Championship on the line. The match has begun. The Women's United States Champion, that was put on the line, what was it? Yesterday. Yeah, that's probably why it's so fresh in my mind. Well, guess we'll see how things go. We have some exciting times here within the WWE. As I've been mentioning, we have Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania right around the corner, so things are getting exciting. New champions are being crowned, lots of title matches, so make sure you guys keep your eyes very wide open between all these matches for new faces, for big returns, for new champions, for ending of rivalries and starts of new ones. some very exciting times here within the WWE as Jade Cargill was looking to grab Bianca Belair, but Bianca is able to counter, rolling Jade into the pinfall. Jade able to switch things around now, rolling up Bianca, who is able to go ahead and kick out a big clothesline by Jade Cargill as a big stomp. And someone else that I was fortunate enough to talk to was the visionary, the revolutionary Seth freaking Rollins. Unfortunately, it wasn't over brunch, and it wasn't as long as Jade Cargill's. It was actually more like 5 seconds. But I simply asked him who, his other member was going to be. It was very clear it would be him and the rest of the Vision, the two Brawns. There's one other spot. Who are you going to bring in? You made so much enemies, but you got the connections through Paul Heyman. Like, who do you bring in? He said one thing to me: keep the Brawns coming. He said, keep the Brawns coming. But then he gave me a little wink. So my mind instantly goes to Braun Strowman. You got Braun Breaker, you got Bronson Reed, and you get a third Braun Strowman. But then he also really laughed, and it wasn't like one of those laughs where it's like an evil villain laugh. It was more like a freaking idiot type laugh, like making fun of me. So maybe we shouldn't take his word too literal. I think it's best we just forget about it. If it is end up being Braun Strowman, thanks for your honesty, Seth. If not, no worries. Who has worry? Jade Cargill, she may be beaten right here. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Bianca Belair able to go ahead and kick out. Jade Cargill able to go ahead and kick out. As Bianca now being sent straight into the turnbuckle. Big stomps from Jade Cargill, who is now looking to switch things around here and is doing so nicely. Big knee drop from Jade Cargill, who is, even after taking some big, enormous damage here, is finding her way back into this match and her way back into having some control. Big boot to the face by Jade Cargill. As here tonight, of course, she wants to become world champion. Has not done so here within the WWE just yet. I'm not sure about other promotions and the indies and whatnot, if she's been able to go ahead and be able to crown herself a world champion. But I know for a fact not yet here within the WWE, but maybe tonight she can get it done. Bianca Belair, though, still in this match and still fighting back as she's looking to do some big damage right here. Dropping. That took a little longer than I expected. Dropping Jade Cargill straight onto the mat. I was hoping she didn't counter. I'm sorry, but I kind of invested into the parts, and I was really hoping she dropped her a little quicker, because then it made me sound like a race car. But it's all right. The referee's count gets the 5. This is a nice position here for Bianca Belair, but if I'm her, I want to beat Jade by pinfall or submission, because if not, 2-3 weeks from now, you know what we're going to be hearing? Oh, you never pinned me, you never did this, you never did that, whatnot. I deserve another rematch. If you want to go ahead and put the likes of Naomi and Jade Cargill in your past and start finding some new people to feud with, you got to pin them and just leave no possibility of a rematch or nothing of that. So very smart right there from Bianca to reset the counts. Maybe not so smart as she is dropped face first straight onto the floor. There was slight padding on the floor, but that padding, it don't do much. Trust me, it does not do much. As now Bianca, it does make some contact right there with the steel steps. Also happens to go inside of the ring, now being pinned. 1, 2. Almost gets beaten, able to kick out at 2. Jade Cargill is going to have to do just a little bit more if she wants to go ahead and secure the championship. However, Bianca Belair herself is not yet done, as she now looks to get on the attack, sending Jade Cargill outside of the ring. Now Bianca Belair, suicide dive. Big damage being done to Jade Cargill, as this match has been taken to the outside of the ring yet again. Now Jade Cargill being picked up and slammed down. Now Bianca Belair's face does seem to be slightly busted open. I do believe I see some blood right there. Nevertheless, She is in control. Look at her strength. Dropping Jade Cargill once again. Big damage is being done at the moment. Bianca Belair proving that just because she's taken this much damage does not mean she is out. Now looking to return the favor onto Jade Cargill. Dropping her face first. She is not finished. Sends her inside of the ring. She's gonna look for the pinfall to put an end to this match, to secure another successful title defense. Is she gonna be able to do it? Bianca Belair with a crossbody. Is this it? Well, it looks like Bianca is not yet finished. Looking for a little bit more, and Jade Cargill somehow getting up, but she is quickly met by Bianca Belair, who wants to go ahead and put this match to end. Big slam down, and this has to be lights out for Jade Cargill. Bianca Belair to secure another successful title defense. 1, 2. A kick out of 2. Jade Cargill is still in this match. Do not count her out. She wants to win this championship, but quickly Bianca back on the attack. And if she kicked out before, I don't know if she can do it again. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Bianca Belair has pinned Jade Cargill. And just like that, and still, the women's WWE champion. Another successful title defense, and maybe after this, she can finally put away Naomi and Jade Cargill in the front, in the rear view mirror, and starts looking forward. Congratulations to Bianca Belair. What a great match from both women. But it is a champion who leaves as champion. Congrats to Bianca Belair. And now it is time for some men's action. We got a very interesting matchup for the Men's Intercontinental Championship. Up first, the challenger was able to go ahead and beat Karrion Kross in order to be able to crown himself the #1 contender after the fans surprisingly were on his side after the gauntlet match. A majority of them believed he deserved an opportunity. It wasn't given. It was still earned. He beat Karrion Kross in a one-on-one match, but nevertheless, he is here tonight. Logan Paul, the #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship, is here, looking to face off against Penta, El Cero Miedo, for the championship. Looking to go ahead and dethrone Penta. We'll see if that happens here tonight. The #1 contender, Logan Paul, versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. That is up next. Of course, still to come later tonight, we have Becky Lynch defending her Women's Intercontinental Championship versus Bayley. We have Team Seth versus Team CM Punk, for the War Games match. And confirming right here, right now, as crazy as it sounds to not have that War Games as your main event, well, it's also a little bit reasonable because confirmed our main event will be the never seen 17 John Cena facing off against Cody Rhodes in a rematch for the WWE Championship. That is confirmed to go ahead and be our main event here tonight, as Penta has arrived. The Intercontinental Champion defeated Dominic Mysterio in order to become champion, defended it against Dom, twice against Ludwig, once against Karrion Kross, and now looking to go ahead and add Logan Paul to that list. El Cero Miedo has done an incredible job at going ahead and not only winning this title, but also being a fighting champ. He's never really been too much about, whether you earn it or deserve it or any of that. If you want to fight for the title, he'll fight you because he is the man with no fear. He is ready to, always ready. A term we hear from Matt Cardona, but yes, he is always ready to go, and that's what makes him such a great champion, but it could also be tricky for him because it puts him in situations where maybe he's not fully ready in the sense that, let's say he finishes one title defense here tonight, and then, let's say Monday Night Raw, he defends it again. Puts him in a situation where mentally ready, physically, though, his body slowly wears down, right? So, both pros and cons, but I guess that comes with practically everything within the WWE. You have your pros and cons of being a high flyer, pros and cons of being a big powerhouse, etc. So it's just part of life. It's part of the game. We'll see how things go here tonight as Logan Paul, the number one contender to the Men's Intercontinental Championship, faces off against the champion, Penta El Cero Miedo, as he puts his Intercontinental Championship on the line. And talking about championships on the line, it was confirmed that next week on Friday Night SmackDown, or I guess this upcoming week, we will see the Motor City Machine Guns face off against Los Reyes for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Crazy how Rey Fénix and Penta, the two brothers, were able to become champions so quickly here within the WWE, but that just shows their talents and skills that they have. But enough talk about that. This match is ready to commence. The referee has rang the bell, and this match begins. Logan Paul quickly starting off with a nice counter. A big right fist. Penta returning the favor. Logan Paul does so again, and now we have some back and forth action between the champion and the number one contender, Logan Paul. Penta, who will go ahead and who will go ahead and win this little back and forth, and who will leave Canada as the Intercontinental Champion, as Logan Paul with some big kicks right here. Looks like he's going to go ahead and win that back and forth. Big kick to the face, now looking to fly off of the top ropes nice and quickly. Big splash onto Penta, looking for the pinfall. Is this enough to become the new champion too? Almost. Penta able to kick out. I do think he's going to have to do a little bit more in order to beat Penta, but definitely shook him up a little bit with those kicks, and then that slam, a big backbreaker from Penta right there, who now off of the middle rope with a little bounce, dropping onto Logan Paul, looking for the pinfall. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Logan Paul also going to need to, take a little bit more damage before he is able to be put down for the 3 count. Penta looking to put that damage in the sense of big kick straight to the face, returning some of that medicine that Logan Paul gave to him. The continuous kicks to the body of Logan Paul, and he continues as Penta now looking to use the ropes to charge up, and a big right fist straight to the face of Logan Paul. Penta El Cero Miedo doing a very good job here of neutralizing Logan Paul's attacks while very early on to this match. In fact, right at the beginning, it was Logan Paul who quickly started in control. Penta has quickly, found his rhythm. And now right here, we're able to go ahead and counter now, sending Logan Paul into the turnbuckle. No, he is countered. Penta still able to counter again. Big damage done onto Logan Paul. And now Penta maybe looking to put this match to end. It may be early, but Penta believes it is time to put Logan Paul away to secure another successful title defense. Is this enough? 1, 2, 3. There it is. Penta El Cero Miedo able to show that Logan Paul is easy work. If only the Logan Paul we saw at the Gauntlet match was here, maybe it would have been some sort of challenge, but here tonight, it is Penta who is able to say, and still the Intercontinental Champion. 2 matches, 2 championships, 2 and stills. Will that go ahead and continue as up next we have the man Becky Lynch as she defends her Women's Intercontinental Championship against Bayley. These two have a lot of history. It is going to be very interesting to go ahead and see how things go between all of these superstars. So many title matches. I feel like there's bound to be a new champion. Me personally, I mean, you think about it. 2 worlds, 2 intercontinental, that's 4. There's at least got to be a 50% chance at a new champion. We've already seen 2 not. So there's a chance, oh my days. I was just about to say there's a chance that Bayley could go ahead and do it here. But Becky Lynch is going to continue her ways of attacking her opponents before the match even starts, doing big damage to them. So by the time the match starts, it is a quick, simple victory for Becky Lynch. As Bayley's still trying to fight back here, but the kendo stick and the surprise effect and surprise attack from Becky Lynch may just be too much, as the kendo stick has now been broken onto the body of Bayley. Becky Lynch seems very proud of this. As now big missile drop kick onto Bayley. Becky Lynch heads inside of the ring. And well, we may go ahead and see another quick match the same way we saw it with Penta and Logan Paul. Bayley a little shooken up. She's looking at the crowd instead of inside of the ring. Becky does not want her to go ahead and recharge, but maybe this was a trick play from Bayley, as now Bayley able to go ahead and get on the attack. Maybe this was all part of the plan. Not only does she get to recover, she is also able to go ahead and catch Becky Lynch a little bit off guard quickly. It is back to Becky Lynch being on the attack, unfortunately for Bayley, but I guess it worked for a moment for Bayley, as Becky Lynch is now back inside of the ring. Bayley once again a little dizzy, a little tripping a little bit. She goes inside of the ring. This match has now officially started. Bayley, we're going to start this quick with a suplex. See, yes, Bayley is at a disadvantage, but the thing is, none of that attack mattered within side of the ring. What matters is what happens once the match officially starts. And well, that was, I think I just jinxed myself, or I guess jinxed Bayley. So I was about to say, well, what happened once the match actually started was Bayley was on the attack, but quickly, it is Becky looking for the armbar. I was about to say, may be able to make Bayley tap. Bayley able to go ahead and escape. That is countered. Becky Lynch still very much in control, but maybe there's slight slimmers of chance here for Bayley to be able to get back into this match. Maybe not, as Becky Lynch wants to put an end to this. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Was not much of a challenge, not because Bayley wasn't ready for the match. More like she wasn't ready for the surprise attack. Did this against Asuka. Did this against Lyra. Now does it again against Bayley. And here tonight we are able to say, and still, once again, has not had a clean victory, practically ever since she won the title. And it looks like she is looking to continue that theme of being a freaking cheater. Well, what can I say? That's just how it is. You got your good guys, you got your bad guys, and well, Becky Lynch is just one of those bad guys right now. It is time for a World Games match. We have 2 teams. They will be contained in separate cages, 1 member of each team starting the match. Regular intervals. Teams will be released, alternating members from either team. The team with the advantage will have a member be released into the match first. Once all competitors are inside of the ring, the match officially begins. You can only win by pinfall, submission, or exiting the cage. Now, of course, we didn't have any sort of advantage match. That is because when doing the paperwork, Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis decided it was just lovely to go ahead and randomize it. What? Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar has returned. He is here. Brock Lesnar is back. And I am quickly receiving news through my earpiece that it will be Brock Lesnar who begins the match for Team Seth Rollins, that is right, Paul Heyman has gone ahead and used his connections to bring back Brock Lesnar. And here in the War Games match, it is going to be Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Brock Lesnar. Thank goodness we did not take Seth Rollins' word literally, because there is no Braun Strowman. Instead, it is the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. He has returned to the WWE, and what a match to return in. Team CM Punk. I can see some people in the cages not too well, but it doesn't matter who you have. It is going to be almost impossible to compete with the likes of Braun Breaker, who is going to start the match for Team CM Punk. Well, none other than the leader himself. If there is someone who can handle Brock Lesnar, well, that is CM Punk, and I can officially confirm that Team CM Punk is, well, CM Punk himself, the World Heavyweight Champion, LA Knight, the Viper, Randy Orton, and the OTC, Roman Reigns, a bunch of legendary superstars. But when teamed up with the Architect and his minions of the two Brawns, as well as the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, and the mastermind and connections of Paul Heyman, or the best in the world, the OTC, LA Knight, the World Heavyweight Champion, and the Viper, gonna be able to take down Team Seth Rollins. Well, two excitingly great teams. This is gonna be super interesting, super fun to watch. What a time to be a fan. Team CM Punk, Team Seth Rollins, and to start the match, we have the returning Brock Lesnar representing Team Seth Rollins, and CM Punk representing his own team. This is gonna be very, very interesting. As well, I would like to say the match has begun. These guys can go ahead and attack each other, but the match hasn't begun. The match can't begin until everybody is inside of the ring from both teams. Now, of course, as I was previously mentioning before we got interrupted by the great return of Brock Lesnar, was that Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce, they didn't want an advantage match. I'm pretty sure they flipped the coin, and that coin seemed to have the favor of Seth Rollins, as his team has the advantage here tonight. So once the time is up, I think it's like 90 seconds, someone from Team Seth Rollins will be released in order to join Brock Lesnar and help him out. Not that he needs the help. I mean, you could probably bring out actually, never mind. You got Roman Reigns. You got okay. But point is, Brock Lesnar can definitely handle himself quite well. But then adding the help, as they have the advantage, it's going to make things tricky to begin with for Team CM Punk, as these two are going at it, and it has been confirmed that for Team Seth Rollins, up next, it's going to go ahead and be Bronson Reed coming out to go ahead and give Brock Lesnar a bit of a hand. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. The cage is open. Bronson Reed has been released. And now things, if they weren't already tricky for CM Punk, because at the moment he's getting beat down by Brock Lesnar, are even harder, as he's about to get hit with the F5. And now he has to deal with a 2v1 as Bronson Reed and Brock Lesnar both in here. Now, my question is, does this mean Brock Lesnar is now part of the Re-Evolution? The Re-Evolution is about the future and then whatnot, but when you got so much enemies, you need a couple foes, and I don't think they would mind the help from Brock Lesnar. If they're taking the help right here, right now, why wouldn't they continue to take that help? I'm not sure Brock Lesnar would like to be part of a team, but with the way Paul Heyman works and the strings he can pull, it is definitely a possibility. I guess we'll all have to see as the weeks go on. The time is slowly ticking. Next up will be released as someone from Team CM Punk. It is between the three of the World Heavyweight Champion LA Knight, Roman Reigns, or the Viper, Randy Orton. And as our clock is ticking down, it is going to go ahead and be the OTC, Roman Reigns. 2, 1, 0. The OTC has been unleashed. Brock Lesnar, the OTC, have a lot of history together, and now things are evened out here inside of the ring. 2-on-2. Of course, the match has still not yet started. We'll see how things go at the moment. Brock Lesnar still focused onto CM Punk. Bronson Reed going to go ahead and focus onto Roman Reigns. And even though it is a 2-all, Brock Lesnar now looking at Roman Reigns, looking to do some damage to him. Big kick dropping him now. Some big right fist straight to the face of the OTC. As I mentioned, these guys, I mean, how many main events have they not main evented at WrestleMania facing off against each other? Can't lie, I was sick and tired of those, but still, these two, they got their history for a reason, because they are that good. As CM Punk able to reverse right here, reverse DDT. While it is on 2-on-2, I do think I can say Team Seth Rollins has had that bit of advantage as Bronson Reed and Brock Lesnar are just tossing around CM Punk and Roman Reigns like a bunch of ragdolls, and I feel bad for CM Punk. He has taken so much damage, and he's still got quite some time to go, but the match has not yet officially begun. Next up for Team Seth Rollins is going to be Braun Breaker. 3, 2, 1. The cage is open. And the woof, 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 woof has been released. 3-on-2. Things back in favor of Team Seth Rollins. But of course, the match has not even commenced. Right now, it is just about brutality and beating people up. You can't pin yet. You can't submit yet. I mean, you can try to choke your opponent out, but they tap. The match hasn't even started, so how can it end? So, that is one of the most important features of War Games. The fact you gotta wait for everyone, and it just gives you so much time to go ahead and beat each other up. As next up, I do believe we are just about 20 seconds away from releasing the next superstar for Team CM Punk. And at the moment, they desperately need the help. Both CM Punk and Roman Reigns are finding lots of difficulties when getting past either Brock Lesnar or either of the Brawns and Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, as it's a 2v1 of the Brawns versus CM Punk, and Brock Lesnar's just handling Roman alone. Maybe not for long, as Roman Reigns trying to find the counter right here, sending Brock Lesnar straight into the turnbuckle. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The cage is open, and it's going to be the World Heavyweight Champion, LA Knight, who has been released and will be joining up with CM Punk and Roman Reigns, hoping he can even things out. But by the way things are looking, well, wouldn't be surprised if he's quickly met by just a bunch of attacks and a bunch of damage taken, as Brock Lesnar is the one who quickly meets up with LA Knight, looking for the F5, dropping him down. LA Knight is quickly met by some big damage from Brock Lesnar. Bronson Reed continuing to do some damage onto CM Punk. It is Roman who seems to have a slight advantage over Bronson Reed, but still, definitely overall, I would go ahead and give, the team that's in control or that title to Team Seth Rollins. A spear by Roman Reigns. However, Brock Lesnar gets a sight of what Roman Reigns is able to do. He's not happy about it. Leaves LA Knight alone, and now turns his focus onto Roman Reigns. What a shocking return, as we were able to go ahead and see Brock Lesnar come back. Now the final superstar for Team Seth Rollins, none other than the visionary himself. Seth Rollins is out. All of Team Seth inside of the ring. Seth is not coming alone, though, as he looks to throw in. What is he looking for? Is that a table? Yes, it is. Looking to make an already exciting match that much better. As at the moment, we also see Braun Breaker just, oh man, handling Roman Reigns and LA Knight being taken to Suplex City. And now we only have one superstar left before we can officially go ahead and begin the War Games. And still it is Team Seth. They are definitely still in control. And, you know, just being able to shut down all these great superstars. It kind of shows, just because you put the best of the best together does not mean they're going to have that chemistry. On the other hand, the Brauns and Seth have worked well together. It is a little surprising. Brock is able to work with them as well, but it's not really like he's working with them. He's really just beating people up. He's great at that. On the other hand, I feel like Team CM Punk is trying to work as a team, and it's just not working because they don't got the chemistry. Maybe CM Punk and Roman do. They've had their tag team matches, but then you insert LA Knight, and it just messes things up. They lack a superstar. At least they did, and that also messes things up. But the final superstar has been released. Randy Orton is out of the cage. He will be joining the inside other bigger cage, and also looking to bring something with them, a sledgehammer. And now looking to climb inside. Let the War Games officially begin. Lots of damage has already been taken, has already been done. And definitely the team with the most advantage right now is a team who won the advantage through a flip of the coin. Seth Rollins and his team. We do see LA Knight doing damage. We see, you know, a little bit being done here and there between Team CM Punk. But nevertheless, it is still Team Seth Rollins who has a majority. Now we're going to go ahead and now apologize if I miss any of the action, if I mumble over my words. It's already hard focusing on one ring with more than 2 superstars in and out. 2 rings and a total of 8 superstars. This is going to make me go insane. This is going to be very tricky, very difficult. I am bound to go ahead and miss a majority of what's going on, but it's alright. You guys just watch and enjoy as Seth Rollins sends the Viper onto the ropes. The Viper able to go ahead and counter. This is happening on the left corner of the left ring. F5 by Brock Lesnar onto LA Knight, who looks for the pinfall. 1, 2. Interrupting the breaking the count, not on purpose though. Is Roman Reigns. Bronson Reed sent Mr. Roman Reigns flying, which just so happened to land on top of Brock Lesnar, breaking the count. That's another thing that's going to be very difficult. You got Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Brock Lesnar. You got to remember all of those. Then you got Seth, Randy, Roman, CM Punk, LA Knight. Damn, this is going to be very, very difficult. Well, they just made it a little easier on me. I think they heard my prayers because all 8 superstars are over on the left side of the ring. Maybe not for long as CM Punk looking to carry Brock Lesnar. GTS. The match may be over. 1, 2. No, just a 1 as Brock Lesnar able to go ahead and kick out right there. Brock Lesnar has done an immense amount of damage onto a lot of people. I would say primarily CM Punk, followed by Roman Reigns. But now this deep into, well, I mean, technically the match hasn't been deep, but technically, you get what I mean. Now this deep into this match, Brock Lesnar starting to take some damage, so things are going to get tricky. Brock Lesnar looking to attack Randy Orton, who's too focused onto Braun Breaker. Looking for a submission hold maybe there, but Brock Lesnar going to go ahead and break that up. He wants to go ahead and do some damage onto the Viper. He is able to do so with some big kicks. Now some big right fist straight to the face of Randy Orton as Brock Lesnar is being held by Braun Breaker, who is taking care of Roman Reigns. Was looking for the pinfall right there, but it is Roman who was able to kick out once again. Braun Breaker was trying to use the ropes in order to put a little bit more weight onto his pinfall, but Roman Reigns still able to kick out. As now Brock Lesnar. Oh my days, I completely missed it. Bronson Reed gets the victory for Team Seth Rollins. I didn't even see who he pinned. We're going to have to go over the replays afterwards. But nevertheless, Team Seth able to get the victory. CM Punk, even with the help of all his friends, not able to put away this freaking Avengers team. That is Team Seth Rollins. And now his next quest for the Re-Evolution is the World Heavyweight Championship, currently being held by LA Knight. What a huge victory. Wasn't even able to focus up. Was looking at the wrong ring. That's my apologies. I mentioned it. It's already hard to focus on one. Now adding two. I'm sorry. I missed it. Well, anyhow, congrats to Team Seth Rollins. Welcome back, Brock Lesnar. Well, I mean, it was a very dominant victory. Kind of solid coming. The Re-Evolution at the moment is unstoppable. But now, enough talk about that. It is time for main events of the evening. This match is for the WWE Championship. The challenger, Cody Rhodes, activating his rematch clause against the champion, the never-seen 17, John Cena. It is time for the main event here tonight. Now, while the talk is going to be about the championship, this rematch between the greatest of all time and the current best in this industry, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, what I want to talk about is what happened last night. See, Cody Rhodes in the main event of SmackDown faced off against Ilya Dragunov, and in something I did not expect to happen, Ilya Dragunov got a victory over the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Now, I'm not saying that instantly means that Cody Rhodes is going to lose tonight or that he's coming with a bad mindset. This man has gone through so much bad as undashing Cody Rhodes as Stardust away from the WWE and AEW and the Indies and whatnot. He has gone through a lot of bad. So I'm not saying he's going to now fail because of a loss against Ilya, but it just came to a surprise that someone who was supposed to be fighting for the championship went out that way. Alright? You do not expect him to lose, but I guess we'll see what that loss affects within to this match. That's what I wanted to talk about, and then as well as if Cody is able to win, Ilya should be first up in line, man. But beating him, this man right here was going to be difficult for Cody. Already lost him at WrestleMania now. John Cena is coming off of a huge victory against the final boss, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. His soul is back. He still has the WWE Championship. He has a People's Championship. I mean, this man is a true GOAT. Dripped down in gold. And it ain't, it ain't for no reason. He truly is the best. And I would not be surprised if he actually ends up retiring as champion. We don't know. He won't leave with the title. Just vacate it. But it is a very big possibility that John Cena goes ahead and retires with the championship. It is a big possibility. As I mentioned, Cody already lost to Ilya, so not saying that's necessarily going to weigh on him too much, but there is a chance of that affecting him. So, a very interesting matchup already, and then adding that into the mix, the way that both of them are coming into here, one with a little bit more confidence, a little bit more of a boost than the other. I guess we'll just have to see how things go between the two. The main event here tonight, WWE Championship. John Cena holding right now both the WWE Championship as well as the People's Championship. And Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, getting his rematch. I'm very excited to see how this goes, and I didn't want to bring this up, but I think I got to speak for the fans through the voice that I've been given as a job. Their match at WrestleMania sucked. So I'm hoping this will be a little better. It's not going to be that hard to, be able to beat that just because it was so bad. But I guess, they did that bad the first time. There's a possibility they do worse. Hopefully not. This match has begun the main event here tonight. John Cena, Cody Rhodes, the WWE Championship on the line. The American Nightmare versus the Never Seen 17. Let's go ahead and see what ends up happening. Big match feel, because that's exactly what it is. A big match. Very interesting how I previously mentioned both men, the way that they're coming into here. One coming off of a huge victory against the final boss. The other coming off of a loss against Ilya Dragunov. So, again, it just adds a little bit more of intensity, a little bit more on the line and what's at stake within this match. But I think both men know very well they can forget about what previously happened at WrestleMania with all their other matches and what they previously did, because that doesn't, that just doesn't affect them when they're this great. At least I hope it doesn't. They are focused on the now, and at the now we have some back and forth action. What a honor and a blessing to be able to not only watch this match but also be commentating this match. Both men going at it. Cody Rhodes in his prime, John Cena end of his career, and just to show just how great John Cena is, able to still stick around with the best, hang around with the best, even at this old age. Sorry, John Cena, please don't do nothing to me. As now John Cena still a little wobbly, even after he was the one doing damage, which again just shows his age. I think it's a good place for John Cena to retire. People can't call him washed, and he's overstaying his welcome. He's leaving before he starts rotting, so that the fans are left with a good memory, and I think that is very nice for John Cena and for the fans. As the referee's count gets to 3, Cody gets back inside of the ring, quickly met by some nice fists from John Cena, who now sends Cody straight into the turnbuckle. John Cena all for the top ropes, looking to fly, looking for a big fist. A drop straight to the face of Cody, but Cody able to move out of the way. Now Cody Rhodes looking to get on the attack, rolling something up here. Oh, yeah, right there, big damage. Straight to the face of John Cena, as now Cody Rhodes is back in control. And now he looks to do some big damage here. What is he looking for? Looking for a big drop, missile, kick, pinfall. Kick out at 1 by John Cena. Cody Rhodes going to have to do a little bit more if he wants to go ahead and put Mr. John Cena away. John Cena now fighting back with some big right fists straight onto the body of John Cena. Is now being countered, hit with a backbreaker. And now Cody Rhodes gonna look for the pedigree. Is able to make that connection. Looking for the pinfall. 1, 2. A kick out at 2 by John Cena. And this match continues. Both men want to leave this match as champion. Both men gonna have to do a little bit more. Cody may have just done that. Is John Cena gonna be able to kick out? Yes, he is. A kick out at 1. And now it is John Cena who is going to be on the attack. It's Cody Rhodes outside of the ring. Maybe needing just a little bit of time to go ahead and just catch his breath to recover. John Cena just waiting for him. Inside of the ring is Cody Rhodes. Taking his time again, definitely trying to just catch his breath as much as he probably has done more damage onto John Cena. Doing all that damage takes energy. So, not surprised that he is also struggling a little bit here. As now, Cody Rhodes, what are you looking to do? Big splash, nobody home, John Cena. Able to move out of the way, and now John Cena. What is he looking to do? Looking for the AA, but no. This match has been phenomenal. Both men throwing everything they have at each other. And yet both men continue to fight on, continue to counter, continue to prove exactly why they deserve to be champion. Cody Rhodes, is he gonna do it? No. John Cena able to go ahead and kick out once again. Cody Rhodes is not finished though as John Cena slowly gets up. Cody looking to fly. Looking for the missile drop kick. John Cena was able to counter and move out of the way. Now John Cena was looking to attack, but quickly it is back to Cody Rhodes, who sends John Cena straight into the turnbuckle. John Cena able to counter, now crossbody by Cody Rhodes. As John Cena now charging up, he may be able to do something nice right here. If he's gonna go ahead and secure the victory, he has to do it now. Enough with the hesitation, enough with the waiting. It is time to secure it. And John Cena very well may be able to do so. He makes contact off the top of the rope. Now looking for the finish. Looking for the AA. Gets it done. Is this enough to be able to put Cody Rhodes away? John Cena not finishing, wants to do more. Big right fist, but Cody Rhodes retards. Cody Rhodes still in this. Cody Cutter to win the match. 1, 2, playing out of nowhere. Cody Rhodes has been able to do it. John Cena was seconds away from retaining his title, but maybe seeking a little too much damage. Allowed Cody Rhodes to counter things around, and just like that, regained the WWE Championship. He is now a 2-time World Champion. We have a new WWE Champion. Cody Rhodes has done it. Congratulations, and thank you so much for tuning in. Tomorrow night we begin the final opponents for John Cena tournament. So make sure you guys tune in. For now, the celebrations for Cody Rhodes begin. Our new WWE Champion.